How you doing today? Today we've got an older car. It's a 93 Ford Tempo, 4-cylinder, and it's idling erratically. When the car warms up, you come to a traffic light, the engine starts surging up and down like crazy, almost to the point of stalling. It hasn't quite stalled yet, but if you don't put it into neutral, you're sure it's going to stall. So that's a pretty good common indicator that a part called the idle air control valve is malfunctioning. The idle air control valve, like its name implies, controls how much air goes into the engine during idling, and the computer will adjust that amount of air to make it run smoothly and fuel efficiently and minimize the emissions. So the fact that it's idling all over the place, I mean, that's most likely the place we need to look. Okay? Now we've tried in the past a few other things. We've tried cleaning things like the map sensor and cleaning up the throttle body and whatnot. And the problem continues. So this is time now to actually go ahead and change the part. Okay, we're going to cut over to the tachometer here for a second. You can see on the tachometer what's happening with the RPM. You might be able to hear it in the background here behind me. It's kind of surging up and down now as we speak. Okay, so this is the part that we're going to be replacing. Okay, as luck would have it, Rock Auto happened to throw this on sale just when I needed it. Got it for 28 bucks instead of 95. I was kind of happy with that. I had already changed it from when I got it to Wreckers earlier. It was free, so I didn't complain, but this is the one I changed earlier. Slightly different style, but the same part. And it didn't work any better than the one that was already on there. So we're going to switch it out now. There's two 8mm bolts and one wire connector. Okay. Now the gasket comes with the new one. If not, buy it separate, that's fine. They're not expensive. I've already cleaned this off because, like I said, I changed it recently. You may have to take a little bit of very fine sandpaper and clean that up very carefully with a scraper, clean it very carefully. This one is already spotless, so we can go ahead and put it back together again. You'll notice that there's two holes. Okay, the air comes in one and out the other, and the motor drives that little plunger in and out that opens and closes those openings, controlling the amount of air that goes in and out. So the fact that that's malfunctioning is why our engine's surging like crazy. Okay, so we have the new part installed. You can hear it now. It's idling a lot more smoothly. Just an interesting note for you. Like I said, this was one I picked up at the Wreckers from a different model year. It didn't work. The original one looks similar to the one we put on, but the original one, this kind of square box, was facing downwards, not upwards. The electrical connector was at the bottom. Doesn't really matter, they go on both ways, but interesting that this one wouldn't fit because the electrical connector hit the fuel pressure port where you check your fuel pressure. Aftermarket part didn't quite fit right, but fortunately for us, this one can fit on either upwards or downwards, and it works obviously just as well upside down as it did right side up. Alright, so for 28 bucks, problem solved, and happy motoring. Take care.